Hello, Fellowship of the OpenSpokes. It has been a little while since I last talked to you, but based upon Sherri's wonderful question, and I'm sure that it meets up with Susan's question about open leadership as well, I thought I would post a little vlog here. So the question that was asked by Sherri and a little bit by Susan was, what is leadership, or what is open leadership? And I think, you know, as we are all, fellowship members of the OpenSpokes, I think open leadership would make sense. So I would say that that really leadership to me has a lot to do with listening, and it has a lot to do with creation. So there is a school of thought that those in leadership are supposed to manage people and not projects. And I think that there are cases where that is something that is a very large part of what leadership is. But in sort of the ideal form of leadership, at least for me, leadership is not about managing people. It is about managing the creative process and creating the space for those people to create within, or for you as a leader to create. I think that the idea of listening, at least for me, has a lot to do with the idea that you are a learner as a leader, that you are constantly learning and should be constantly learning from those around you, and especially those who you are sort of in a position of leadership with. So if you are a principal, if you are a teacher leader, you have other people who you are evaluating or in some sort of observation feedback role, right? But it really has to be a collaboration between you and those people. It has to be not just dissemination of information, but also listening and thinking through what they have to offer as a teacher. And so, you know, those are the two principles, I guess I would say, that make for a good leader, is creating the space for yourself and for others to create. And then also listening and learning from those who you are charged with leading. If you do those things and almost nothing else, then I do think that you have the leadership skills and the ability to learn anything you might need, as well as the ability to, to really create the right environment, the ripe environment for learning, for students and adults to thrive. So those are my thoughts on leadership. I would love to keep the conversation going on the Fellowship of OpenSpokes. And so if you have other questions or if you have other thoughts on leadership, please do post them. I look forward to watching and collaborating as we go.